Hey everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Corpse Party Book of Shadows. Let's get into it.
人の気持ちまで勝手に思いやって背負い込んで、悲しみまで自分のものにして、お前みたいなのが先生になれたらいいのにな。
Pretty amazing. The one that's going to die in a few years. For a moment, I had no idea what he was talking about, but then it hit me. Tsukasa have somehow sussed out from our conversation that I was crying because I was upset Tomo. And he was turning that fact around to offer me encouragement.
頑張れよ。負けんなよ。
It's cute.
頑張れって言葉は辛い時にはプレッシャーになるから言っちゃダメってよく聞く。
No, that's theater talk. Breaking a leg is good luck in theater talk.
けれど私はこの優しい言葉が大好きだった。私頑張るね、司くん。
おう。
And you don't do your best. You will try and you'll try again. If you fail, then kindly beg them to give you another shot. If not, then I hate you. Nah, I'm kidding.
この日から私はどんどん司くんに惹かれていった。
Really now?
彼は全然そっけなくてちっとも振り向いてはくれなかったけれど。
Like, I think the only way he was going to be able to figure that out is because you two are the only one that talk with each other, and whenever people go talk to each other and stuff, it kind of builds a connection between them, and that's when love comes into place. I can still clearly recall the events of that day even now. It was October, the day before my entrance exam. The weather outside had been miserable since the morning, and visibility was all but non-existent. It would be a bad omen if I were to slip and fall on the day before the exam. So I decided that I'd wear boots to school just to be safe.
行ってきます。
Huh? When I opened the door, I was shocked to see a white-haired old woman lying on the ground, soaked to the bone. Who is it? Who is it? I frantically rushed over to her side.
おばあさん、大丈夫ですか？しっかりしてください。どうしたんですか？ まさかひき逃げとか？
The road running by my house was narrow and mostly used only by our neighbors. But it's not like it was closed off to outside traffic or anything, a hit and run wasn't out of the question. I looked over the old woman's body as best as I could. Fortunately, there were no signs of any serious injury.
よかった。事故とかじゃないみたい。
What kind of accident? There's no blood.
娘さん。
はい。
今日は学校へ行ってはならん。
Why? Why?
絶対に行ってはならん。
Why? Why, man? Why? The old woman raised herself up slightly and spoke hoarsely. From the tone in her voice, she seemed terribly desperate.
だけど、 今日は面接の最後の練習があってね。
言ってはならんと言っている。
So what's gonna happen? Is there something unfortunate that she's predicting or something?
そういうわけにはいかないよ。面接は私が一番苦手とする試験だから。それより、おばあちゃんどうしたの？お家の人は？
どうしてもか。
え？
どうしても行くというのか。
うん。
ならば、せめて。
Not knowing what to say, I nodded apprehensively. As the woman began digging through her pockets, she produced what looked to be a crumpled scrap of paper. As she was digging around, I noticed that her breathing had become dangerously ragged, and began considering my options to assist her. Really, I should have gone back into the house and called my mom. But there was something about her that kept me glued to the spot. I sensed desperation hiding in that unbroken gaze.
これを受け取りなされ。
何？
Is that the Sachiko piece?
お守りじゃ。
Oh! I freaking knew it!
お守り？
The old woman clutched my wrist and forcefully pressed the scrap of paper into my palm. Tilting my head, I unfolded the scrap and looked carefully at it. At first, I thought I'd just been handed a piece of trash. When I unfolded it all the way, I saw that it was actually a paper doll in the shape of a human being. Oh! And there was a name written on its torso. What? Yes, my name, written plain as day in easily legible brushstrokes.
どうして私の名前？
お守りだからじゃ。
Don't rip it up.
守る対象の名を書かねば身代わりにはならんだろう。
Oh boy. Crazy. This was all crazy. I didn't understand any of it, save for one simple fact. This old woman was here specifically to give me this strange paper charm. As far as I was aware, we were totally strangers to one another. And she clearly knew both my name and my address.
やだ。ごめんなさい。せっかくだけど、私これいらないから。
やない。やっと。
As I extended my arm to return the paper doll, I could sense her entire demeanor had changed. She raised her body up unsteadily from the wet asphalt.
どうしてじゃ。わしが身を削って訪ねてやっているのに、なぜ誰もわしの言うことを聞かんのじゃ。
She must have been a victim of Heavenly Host.
受け取らぬなら絶対に天神賞に行ってはならん。
Why is that afterwards, whenever I say stuff, it has to put whatever I say right into it! It's like I'm predicting this shit, but I'm not predicting it!
天神症
That place was torn down, but boop, 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 it isn't.
そうじゃ。行くな。行くな。
Ugh. I think I threw up in my mouth. As the old woman cried out, the paper doll fluttered lightly to the ground. Almost instantaneously, it became soaked through the rainwater. My name began to run and quickly turned into eligible black smudge. Seeing this, the old woman grabbed and tore at her hair.
うわーお守りがこれでもう抗う術は失われてしまった
Oh man!
おばあちゃん落ち着いて
よいか絶対に天神賞に行ってはならん
Wait a minute, wait a minute. What if it's like, you must not go to Heavenly Host Elementary? But I don't even go to Heavenly Host Elementary. Wait, what? I go to Kisaragi Academy. What do you think I've been trying to say? I have no idea what you're talking about, Heavenly Host. The play was trashed down and stuff. It wasn't. But if you're saying that you don't even go to Heavenly Host, and you're going to Kisaragi Academy, then so be it. But I must warn you, the frickin' place was built on top of Heavenly Host. Alright? So have at it.
待っておばあちゃん私の学校は如月学園だよ
Oh my
天
god.
神賞なんて知らない
Why does this keep happening to me? Every time I say something, I have to frickin' come up and say this crap! I'm not doing that on purpose. Like, I don't even expect some of the dialogue that comes up, and it's actually predictions I don't even know anymore.
おばあちゃん
Yeah.
大変お母さんお母さん大変どうしたの家の前で知らないおばあちゃんが倒れてるの救急車呼んでわかったわ
Paramedics arrived in a matter of minutes. The old woman seemed to be unconscious by that point. However, so the EMTs brought out a stretcher.
お二人はこの方の関係者ですか？
いいえ家の前で倒れていたので救急車を呼んだんです身元は分からなくて
そうですか。では付き添いで乗車はされませんか？
The idea of making this old woman go to the hospital by herself just seemed like it would have been the shameful thing to do. Sure, she was a stranger, but we had a lengthy conversation mere minutes before, so I couldn't very well say we had nothing to do with one another.
あんたは学校行っといで
Ugh.
でもこの方にはお母さんがついていくわあんたは今日面接の練習があるんでしょ
You should probably tell her, but then she's gonna think you're crazy instead of the lady.
うんそうだねそれじゃあお母さんお願いえ
I was a little hesitant, but I knew I really had to go to school today no matter what. So I left the strange woman in my mom's care and heading towards school. Okay, rocked right by her stretcher. Suddenly, a hand rose from the limp form of the old woman and grabbed my skirt. Startled, I tried to jump away, but found myself ensnared by her terrible bloodshot eyes.
行くな
After school, once my final practice interview had concluded, I reunited with my friends and engaged in the usual regimen of gossip and small talk.
ってことがあってね。かわいい。何よそれ。
When I described the events of that morning, everyone's eyebrows rose. They were hanging on my every word and yelping and using at key moments.
ゆい、今日は家でおとなしくしておけばよかったんじゃない？だって今日は面接の最後の練習があるからどうしても来たかったし。
何か起きないといいけど。
やだ、やめてよ、何も起きないって。
Oh, come on! What could possibly go wrong?
思い出した。
え？
天神症って言葉がちょっと引っかかってたんだけどさ、七不思議に出てくるんだよね、天神症。
七不思議って、うちの学校に伝わる如月学園七不思議のこと？
そうそう。
Seven wonders. I'll be right back.
天神症って何？
Oh, I guess I don't know anything. I just searched up Seven Wonders Corpse Party and I didn't really get that much information.
放課後のよしえさんって言うんだけど、聞いたことない？
Yeah, the one that burnt all those freaking kids' tongues. Yeah, and I don't think you want to hear it.
私も知らないよ。どんな話なの？
如月学園が建てられる前にこの場所にあった天神小学校での話なんだけどさ。
And I mentioned that too.
その天神小学校で放課後校舎の見回りをしていた女の先生が誤って階段から落ちて死んだんだって。その日は10月のちょうど今日みたいに雨が降る放課後で、時刻はそう夜の7時を過ぎたあたり。
So kinda is like the Yumi clone, huh? No, sorry.
こういう日はよしえさんが出るんだって。天神小学校がなくなってしまったことに気づいていないよしえさんは如月学園の廊下を見回って歩いているんだよ。
That's the exact same dialogue. That is the exact same dialogue from Mayumi from the first game.
やだ、それ本当？
And now there's some complete foreshadowing in this. Because Miss Yui actually mentioned a little bit of a hint on how she knew about Heavenly Host and whatnot. Because at the beginning of the game, whenever she entered the class, she said, It was not long before I became a high school person or whatever she said, but it had some foreshadowing because she started talking about it.
まあ実際見たことがある人がいるから七不思議になってるんじゃない？
You still in here?
怖。ゆい、今日はもう帰ったら？そのおばあさんの言ってたことちょっと気になるし、ゆいだけ道が違うから一緒に帰れないじゃない？
だね。お年寄りの忠告は聞いておくもんだよ。
Well, too late now.
そうだね。なんかゾワゾワしてきちゃったし、もう帰ろうかな。それじゃあ先に帰るね。バイバイ。
Bye bye.
バイバイ。
Bye bye.
気をつけてね。
明日ファイトだよ。
私は 慌てて荷物をまとめ、教室を飛び出した。
Are we still in chapter 3? Good God, it's long.
時刻は夕方5時になるところ。外は薄暗くなってきているけれど、階段の7時までにはまだまだ余裕があった。だから怖がる必要なんてない。と、そう自分に言い聞かせて廊下を進む。
Oh, there's everything to be afraid of. There's nothing to be afraid of.